Hello everyone, I'm Gambito from Overwatch League Picks, and here are my most anticipated matches of the week. First off, I have the Guangzhou Charge and the Shanghai Dragons match. Reason being, there are two really good teams. At the end of the season, the Charge started showing up. Well, we don't technically have anything to work off of right now, but for the most part, they have kept the team the same, and I like that very much from them. And the Dragons, they have added a couple key components which could increase their chances of success later in the season. And I think they're just a complete team.
Hello, everyone. This is also one of my most anticipated matches of the week. I think the Shanghai Dragons are going to be a really good team. They got some of the best DPS talent in the entire league. I do like their support line as well. They got a pretty good support line. The only question for the Dragons for me is their main tank position. They have a little uncertainty at that position, but I think you don't need your main tank to be crazy good. They added Void, who has shown himself to be a pretty good diva. And yeah, I think Shanghai altogether is going to be a good team. I also think the Guangzhou Charge is going to be a good team this year. I liked what I saw from a lot of their players last year. Shu, very consistent, very good. Rio was consistent as well. And yeah, they do got some DPS talent as well. They got Happy, who's crazy on the hit scan. And then they added Neptuno from the Philadelphia Fusion, who is a very consistent support. So I think this is going to be a close match, and I think it's going to be a fun one to watch, especially since we haven't seen either of these two teams play yet, and it is kind of like a battle for China.
Next is the Battle of Europe between Paris and London. I like this game because it's just gonna be like who has more pride for the country that they are in and everything. Next I have is the San Francisco Shock and the Gladiators. This match is like really important right now because these are two like top tier teams, and since the Shock is the previous champions of the leagues, they have to prove themselves that they are still worthy of the title of champion.
I also have the Gladiators and Shock match as one of my most anticipated matches because of how good these two teams are. We saw the Shock play once, and they looked a little shaky against Dallas, but that can be expected because Dallas is an improved team, and the Shock, it's just their first matchup, trying to see what works, what fits. And then the Gladiators lost to the Titans in their matchup, and I still consider the Titans a pretty good team, and it did go to map 5. So yeah, nothing you can be mad about there if you're a Gladiators fan. I do like this new vamped Gladiators team. I like their tank line better than what they had last year. I like Space. I rate him very highly, and I really like OG. Yeah, so this will be a good matchup to watch. It'll show us a little more about these two teams. How good are the Gladiators really, and if can the Shock return to their championship form?
Now moving on, I have the Soul and Gladiators game. I think this is just going to be a good game because we get to see Soul go against a good team and everything.
This is one of my most anticipated matches of the week as well because of the way these two teams match up. I'm really excited to see Soul play. We haven't seen them play yet, so seeing them play for the first time will be really fun. I really like this new team that they have. It's kind of sad that Fleta had to leave because a Fleta Prophet DPS duo would be so fun to watch. But yeah, they do play some of the very similar heroes, some of the same heroes, so I can see why they would let go of Fleta. But yeah, I think Soul also has one of the better situations at main tank with Gesture and Marvel as your two main tanks. I think Marvel showed us a lot last year. Yeah, so I think Soul's going to be a really good team. I pretty much already covered the Gladiators, but I still think that the Gladiators are going to be a really good team this year as well. So watching both of these teams match up when they are very skill-wise very similar, I think that will be really fun. And for our final most anticipated matches, me and Gambito went different routes. I chose the Atlanta Reign and the New York Excelsior based off of the talent that these two teams have. I think this will make it a really fun match to watch, really interesting to see who will come out on top. I think it will be a closer one. I think Reign have an extreme amount of talent on their team. I think New York has showed us over and over that they are a top team in the league. So I think no matter who wins this, it'll be a fun match to watch.
I have the Charge and Spark, reason being the Spark was a good team and the Charge were a very good team. And so, yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of contention for that. So, yeah, those are my most anticipated matches of Week 8.
If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and always leave a comment. We love to hear from you guys. So until next time, see you later.